Hey, this is Eric, creator of the Korelax pen grips, and today I will be sharing with you the newest prototypes. They work with the Korelax Blueberry. So here's my pen, and I want to get back to this in a minute. Here's my pen with the Blueberry on, and if you haven't seen a video on how to put the Blueberry on, I recommend you visit the YouTube channel to determine how to get this on the right way. Of course, you would have received the Blueberry tool along with the Blueberry. Be careful with them, try not to break them. They're pretty hard to break, but of course if you dig your nails in or you do anything silly with it where you try and stretch it and you're putting a lot of pressure on one little corner, you could start to cause some damage. But yeah, this won't break just from pulling on it. So now, once this is in place, this acts as a stretcher. It's going to basically sit inside the grip like this. And what you're going to take is you're going to make your own shapes and sizes as you see fit. You can get really crazy with it, but of course, I don't know what you like. You can make your little spaceships and tools and put them in places as you see fit. If you're doing it in the top half or the nose of the pen where most people hold their fingers, roll the grip up from this way up and then re-roll this down. Now, it's going to be difficult to do it with all of the pieces in place, but you can do them one at a time. And what you're going to do is just put a little bit of resistance on it and then it'll roll over the top. Every shape's going to have a different, profile and difficulty. This one here, that can just go straight down the profile. It's grooved, as you can see there. So it will fit the profile of most pens. It will stretch if necessary for larger ones. It fits quite nicely on most standard size pens, and that will roll down. Now that kind of acts as a ridge. Now you can see it's protruding. That's going to happen depending on how you set your Blueberry and also how big your inserts are on the nose. So that's why I have this pen here to show an example. If you're planning to put any pieces in there, you kind of want this to be more nose heavy, because if you're going to be rolling this up, and you'll see that was just over there at the end of the nose, if you put this piece in here and you revel that on, it's actually going to take a lot of the material to displace and go outwards. So you'll see it comes down, and you can even see it here. It's come down further on this side and it's higher there. That can of course be adjusted with the stretch and wherever you want to put it. It's not too big of a deal. Stretching rubber will kind of just fit where it fits, but they're basically just modular inserts that run with the Blueberry grip. If you're adding anything on the second half of the grip from this point to here instead of the nose side, you want to come from the backhand instead. This will prevent this from rolling and bubbling up too large, because if you come from this end, when that gets to this point, it's going to have the same thickness. But if you were to come from this end and roll beyond this point, this would get larger and larger and larger, and it'd get harder to put on. So if you're doing anything near the back or the second half of the pen, I do advise you come from the back side here and you just roll it on this way. It'll be a lot easier than trying to add this from all the way back here and trying to roll the entire Blueberry over that, because that'll have a lot more tension, a lot more stiffness. It's a lot easier to just play around here, right, instead of the entire length of the Blueberry. So anything from this end, you roll from here, and anything from this end, you roll from here. And here are some examples of how to use them. Here's just the one piece you saw earlier with that. You can see how you can kind of make shapes and grooves that suit your fingers. And you can also do the same for here. For example, this one here is this piece. That is a index and thumb seat. So I've put that here, running the index one. The thumb won't fit in there because of the way I've done it. What I've done here is that's going to be an index angle. So it's going to sit kind of coming into the pen. Then I'm going to run my thumb through these two ring grips, which are these little pieces, the little inserts, so that can come across here, and then I just have a little extra either counterbalance or soft support for the index finger up there. So that's an example of how to use. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces inside of it, and that can suit people's needs as necessary depending on how you hold your grip. Another example is a thicker pen. Now this is of course a very robust kind of shape. I personally wouldn't use it, but just giving you another example where you can use it. Your thumb can sit here. If especially if you have a large thumb, you're getting more surface area to make contact on the pen. Your index finger is making contact nicely on the shoulder, so you're not going to slide down. If you wanted to, you could dig in like that, but just be careful if you have like sharp nails not to cut and slice that open, because eventually rubber will tear. Just have to be careful with it, but otherwise it'll be fine. So play around with these, see if you can come up with something that works for yourself. Let me know which ones work well, whether it's the large half rings, the flat ridges, these hybrid shapes, so that we can basically combine them into new shapes that would like do something like this, for example, because there's no reason you can't put this in your pen and play with that. Play around with it, see what works. It's completely up to you. Thank you, and any feedback on this would be greatly appreciated. You can reach out to me on email and we'll be able to discuss how to get these optimized. Thanks for your time.